I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
To the ball foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man.
Yeah.
Every time we turn
This
around,
the old one.
Be cool shit, man. We tired. The same thing. Right. Be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.
We do it for the love of the game. We do it for the love of the game.
Yo, it's your boy Hard Will, aka Will, chilling with my bro. You already know from the 4-0 Worldwide L and the new host, Babe Chanel. Yeah. Salute. What's good, y'all?
It's good.
Let me give us some claps. Yeah, there we go. Should I tell everybody tapping in wherever you at?
Yes, we are going live during the Knicks preseason game.
We not
Because
only
it is a
Knicks show
preseason
anyway.
game.
Because we don't
Because
only
it
talk
is-
about the Knicks now. So
Mhm.
sorry. I can't. You know, I love the Knicks, but I don't know. There's other things to
So it's
talk
good, yeah.
about.
How was everybody
It's
weekend?
good. It was cool. I can't complain, man. I enjoyed my weekend. Time off.
Mhm.
A lot of rain. It's cold in the city now. It's cold. That's about it. Enjoyed the football. How about you, Paige?
My weekend was good. A lot of basketball in Virginia.
Mhm.
It's getting cold here.
Mm-hmm.
We spoiled. I don't really like the cold, but it's that fall weather is here. What about
Would
you?
you like to
Al?
tell
What's
us
going
people
on?
some of the the wonderful Friday you had about your Friday?
My Friday,
Mhm.
my grandmotherly Friday.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. You want to share that with the people?
Yes. Just became a
That's
grandmother.
a
I'm
compliment.
excited. Let me get
Mhm.
some. Let me get
Oh, you got to get some claps for that. Yeah.
let me
You
get
got to get
that.
some. And not only that, you a young grandma.
I am. Call me Mimi. Don't say the G word.
Yeah, nah.
Mhm.
Congratulations
yet,
on
not
air.
just yet.
Congratulations
Welcome
on air.
to the club. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Thank
Yeah, I'm
you.
not one yet. So
I'm
y'all
3D.
enjoy that.
I'm
You
3D.
3D. Whoa,
3D.
I didn't know that. I knew you had a one or two, but three. Okay.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Make the family bigger, man. Let's make the families bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man.
I
Shout out to
agree.
my nephew Isaiah. Or shout out to him bringing a healthy baby in the world. Word.
7 pounds,
Proud of
3
that.
ounces, 19 inches.
Proud of that. Proud of that. And shout out to my niece too. She doing her thing over there in NC State. Word.
That's
Zaya
right.
James. Word.
Yeah, my weekend was.
All right, we're gonna
I
get
ain't do nothing on my weekend. I laid back and do nothing. Nothing.
That's what you
I
said.
did go to the
I'm
range.
really
I went to the
so
range. Me, Jay, and Mo went to the range. So we had some fun.
Oh,
Went to the
okay.
range for a little while. I did do
Mhm.
that Saturday.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. All right, we're gonna jump right into it, right?
Let's
Mhm.
jump
We
right
only
into
doing
it.
an
Let's jump
hour.
right into it. Let's jump right into the NFL.
Probably get more rewatches.
Let's definitely jump into the NFL. I got Dallas and San Francisco. Woo!
Whew.
That 42-10
Mm.
was different. I did not think that Dallas was going to lose that way. I knew San Francisco had an amazing team, but 42-10 is record breaking. I mean,
Mhm.
Dallas went from being them boys to goddamn my boys. What the yo?
Word. That's bad.
Dak with 3 interceptions. I mean, right off the bat, it was crazy. He only had a total of 153 passing yards.
Mhm.
So anybody who had FanDuel and picked Dak was out immediately.
He should
That's
have
for
known
sure.
better though against the San Fran. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
see.
listen, Dallas was on a roll. They was looking like the
Mhm.
American team that they claim to be.
For a minute, it
Mad
was.
at that. I wish I would go back and see my boy that made the comment before we left the last game, because what he said was Dallas was going. He
Oh, he gonna
added
pull
me
up.
on that too. He added
Yeah,
me on that.
you talking about Bo? You talking
I
about Bo Ishmael?
word.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Bo,
remember
where you
that.
at, Bo? If you watching the show, write in the chat, write in the comment section, Bo. You know what I mean? Y'all Dallas fans hide y'all faces after stuff like this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Talk about it. Y'all didn't even get in the red zone.
Not even.
Y'all
My
did
boy
not even get
Purdy.
in the red zone.
My boy Purdy threw for 252. 252.
And that's
With
because they lost back to back. That's 2 straight, right? Then they lose 2 straight.
Yeah.
yeah.
No. I think Dallas won their last game.
Nah, they
They
won
lost the
it.
one
They
before
only
that.
lost one.
Yeah, they won
That
their
was to the
game before that.
Cardinals.
They lost the game before that though. They lost
Yeah.
one, like Bae said, but they won, and then they beat the Card. They lost to the Cardinals. They won that game, and they lost last game. So they only lost one. But I think to me, a lot of people are looking at more what they did last season, plus whatever they added, predicting them to be. I think in the NFL, it's the teams that come out of nowhere that nobody's kind of really predicting too much. Even though San Francisco is in the conversation.
They're a favorite.
But they fit the description to me,
Right.
because they came out of nowhere. Reference to people saying Dallas before. It's better when you see a team looking like what you predict them to look once the season get going. And Dallas is not looking like people predicted them to look like.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? The way they playing and the way they lost yesterday was.
I got one even better for both of y'all. Look at the teams they played. They played the Jets and the Giants. So think about that. They mollywopped the Giants, and the Giants ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least the Jets kept them at bay. But look who they was playing against. They was playing against Zach Wilson coming in after the whole ordeal of losing Aaron Rodgers. So the hype train was a little bit too much hype. You know what I mean?
They were a little too early, like they do every year. They do the same thing every year.
The Jets got great defense too. Let's keep that in mind.
But we was coming up with Aaron Rodgers though. He was coming up that Aaron Rodgers whole.
Yeah, but that don't
lost Aaron Rodgers that Monday night.
Yeah, but that don't affect your defense. That affects you. Said it, Zach Wilson. So we already know that's the problem. If you had a quarterback, you could beat Dallas. That was your whole point of comparing to the Giants. So what I got from that was what I said earlier. We didn't predict the Giants to be bad this year. Think about what I'm saying. Predict the Giants to be good, the Jets to be good. So it's like now you got to wait till the team come out and really be good and see what they got. Because just because they was good last season don't mean they're going to be good this season. You know what I mean? And it's proven with the Giants. The Giants look nowhere close to what they looked at towards the end of last season. So I'm lost right now with the Giants. So I'm just on like more or less like I'm more or less on, like I said, like how San Fran, what other team? It's a couple teams that I noticed that's looking good that nobody
the Cardinals.
Yeah, they lost yesterday.
I know.
Philly look good.
But they still look
undefeated.
Good.
Oh, they look good. The Cardinals look good. And you got to remember, Dobbs is new. The other quarterback is hurt. He was killing last year. The little dude. What's his name, Al?
Who?
The kid who was killing on the Cardinals before Dobbs got there. The short dude. The nice. He's nice.
Oh, you talking about Hill? Not Hill. You talking about
quarterback.
I know you're talking about. Oh, you talking about the quarterback. You talking about
that was his team, the Cardinals.
Yeah,
that was his team.
Man, you made me forget his name now. I know you're talking about.
I'll look him up.
It's gonna come to me.
Cardinals.
It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me.
While y'all looking that information up, I just want to definitely Kettle, like not one, not two. This boy caught 3 touchdowns. Three for the Niners. Purdy threw it to him. He caught those 3. They look really, really good. And I really think that San Francisco is definitely a top contender for a Super Bowl team early. I'm predicting that early.
You won't get no argument out of me.
Me neither.
My team ain't in the NFC, so
yeah. Well, my
see
team
the only
is.
people. I see them and Philly heading for a collision.
Philly and San.
Maybe that's
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, he was nice. And now Dobbs is there. I don't know if Murray got hurt, but Murray was putting in pain. So the Cardinals kind of was already trending in the right direction. That's kind of why. And Dobbs is good. I ain't going front. And
you
they
know
got
what they
Hopkins,
said about Murray?
right?
You know what they said about Murray?
Hopkins?
He became a prima donna. That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering, bro. He didn't get paid.
He became a prima. Yeah, he got paid. That's what they said. He got the
that's
bag.
why you call him a prima donna.
That's when he started becoming a
They
prima
call him
donna.
a prima donna. That's what they said.
I didn't get that from him.
I
think when he's on the field, he goes all out.
I'm not an
I take him on the Giants.
Cardinal.
You'll take me on the Giants.
I'll take you on the Giants. What is the Giants going to do about a quarterback? What is the Giants going to do?
They better get Kaepernick.
You see Kaepernick wrote a letter to the Jets? I'm glad you said that. What you think about that, Al? Since you're a Jet fan, would you have had to taken Kaepernick?
No. I'm just
Why?
keeping it 100. Nope.
What?
Because I stick with what I got. Truth be told, right? This ain't got nothing to do with him taking the knee, none of that. All I'm doing is saying the man.
What do you got, my boy? You got Zach Wilson, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying Zach is better than him. What I'm saying to you is, at this time to bring him in, it's almost like he hasn't played in 7 years. So to try to come back, I don't see no purpose of that outside of you if you trying to, I don't know, a sideshow, circus show. I don't know.
Whoa!
I don't know.
Whoa!
Did you see what he asked though in the letter? He said he just want to be on the practice team to
but
help him get better.
Years. I mean, he ain't playing 7 years. Listen, I'm all for Cap. Listen, I'm all for it. But as a football person, somebody that know football, I have to pass on that one hard. I'm just
you gotta stop saying that though. We all know football, God. Like I play football too. Like you gotta stop. We all know football.
You gotta think about that. And you gotta think about
it. Football. He just basically said we don't know football.
I'm talking about me. I ain't saying nobody didn't know football.
No, you talking with us. You said, person that know football, like you talking to me. I can say you talking to me because we having a conversation.
No,
we both, all of us know football.
I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to the people that's out there. I'm talking to the chat. We talking to the chat. You know what I mean?
Right, my bad. So I'm not taking it personally neither, but I'm just replying to you. Why you saying that? Even to a person in the chat, you better check it.
I'm saying that.
Let me finish your point. My bad.
He's from a football standpoint. You know what I mean? Not to say that. And you got to just remember, ain't nobody gonna give him a shot hard. Let's just be. I'm just keeping it real.
I wonder why. That's why I asked you.
I mean, they got their owners, the NFL owners. They this is what they do. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Is it racial?
Is it racial?
Because he took a knee and he put his.
I'm not going to say it's racial. I'm just going to say that. Listen, they all get money. You know what I mean? So if they don't have a liking or whatever the situation may be, now that's why you want owners like Magic Johnson owning the Commanders and things of that nature. That's why you want people like that to kind of get their foot in the door. Hopefully, you bring in more people so you could kind of change the way how the NFL is being ran and how they do business. So that's why Magic Johnson being a part owner for the Commanders is step one.
He is a part owner already.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Okay, that's beautiful because I was
he had something to say. He had something to say about our trash performance the last time, the last game when we got mollywopped. What he definitely said was he told the head coach that he should have did more. Basically, is what he was saying. Before I get into that, shout out to Delano for giving us a shout out. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, D.
But
yes, Jay.
Magic Johnson definitely said something about it, and I think that he's going to have more impact on the team and the decisions that the Commanders make going forward based off of his experience himself. Just because he was in a whole nother sport, I think that people don't realize how much impact he's getting ready to have on this team. So even
Oh,
though
I agree.
we look like some apple turnovers right now, I believe that he's going to make some good changes with the organization.
He could have more of an opportunity because of these type of situations that we speaking of. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, like you said, just because he played basketball, Magic owned part of the Dodgers. Basically, you just really got to be a figure. When you're a figure and you could speak, like what Elle was saying, you could speak up for some of these people to give them another chance. And what I thought about was how the NBA, I'm getting an echo. Hold on. What I thought about was how the NBA didn't want to let no black owners come in until Bob Johnson sold his team to Jordan. That was the first time somebody, so from one black owner to another, he had to be like, look, I could put Mike in position because they love Mike and this makes sense. So you know how hard it is to even sell your team to a black owner if he's not a black owner that the other owners don't want to deal with. You get what I'm trying to say? They wanted to deal with Mike because Mike is Mike, and they probably fans of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't mind, and he's in the billionaire club. So it's a lot of politics with it. But I do believe Magic Johnson can help because it's the knowledge that we have of any sport that he could give them to help make that team better. And if he has say so, that'll be the whole difference.
Now, why he ain't signed Kaepernick? Why he ain't voiced to get him signed?
You gotta let him get his feet wet first. Don't talk about my my Commanders.
No, that's what I'm saying, bitch. Because he hasn't played.
But he wrote a letter to the Jets, though,
hasn't
bro.
Played in 7 years, something like that, right? So
no, but
if you haven't played, like the NFL has, the NFL is a beast. It's these guys is coming in and out. It's even at a point where the running back, a position that used to have value, has no value because of the high interchange is players in and players out in the NFL. So you have to be able to keep up with the speed. You understand? He hasn't played.
But I think that got something to do with. But I think that got something to do with the game evolving, just like in basketball, where the basketball used to be passed down low. Now the bigs can shoot threes. Football's the same way. It's not always going to be because back in the days people wasn't as fast or as they are now. You get what I'm trying to say? They wasn't as athletic with all the machines and all the stuff that you could use. Think about what I'm saying. So that changes the game. The game evolves.
So why
do
you get what I mean? He wrote that letter to the Jets. He wrote it to the Jets specifically.
You take Kaepernick, Papa Star? Yeah, babe. I'm sorry. I'm just talking to Papa Star in the chat.
I just personally think that he wrote the letters to the Jets specifically because he's seen a need. He's seen a need immediately.
And Rodgers going down. He didn't want to impede on anybody. He didn't want to shit on anybody or try to
put me on a practice team.
That's what he asked. Yeah. I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. Because he wasn't asking to take Rodgers' spot. He said
even if he hadn't played for 7 years, that does not take away from him working out his athleticism. He has the knowledge of the game. Just because he hasn't played in 7 years, that doesn't make him like not able to get out there and play just like everybody else.
But the key point to what you're saying, what makes that valid, is he asked to be on a practice squad. Anything else, L would be right. You get what I'm trying to say? And that means he didn't cross that boundary.
Yeah.
He basically didn't want to, because he know that's not obtainable. So L is right. He's right in a way, but Kaepernick went about it in the right way. Rodgers is down, right? They starting Zach. Let me be on the practice team. I forgot how he worded it, but that was what he said. You know what I mean? And it was smart. He didn't ask for a lot. I respected it because that could have got him back in the league. That means he get on that team and he show out Zach Wilson. Now you over here, yo, Kaepernick, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens. Just like these quarterbacks we think ain't shit, next week they throwing touchdowns. Look at the son from Cincinnati, Burrows. He just had a surgery. He out there throwing strikes. Yo, it's muscle memory. Once you get out there, I think it come back to you.
Though hard.
I think Burrows the fact that I know Burrows is good. He had an injury. But I think the fact with Kaepernick, regardless if he didn't play a lot, he didn't want to come in and say, put me out there. I deserve to be out there. He humbly asked to be on a practice squad. And respectfully, I just don't think that's asking for too much. because you're just trying to get yourself back in the league. That's all. And
I
show
agree.
what you could do. That's all. All right, we can move on. You got anything else you want to say on that?
Woody
Al?
Johnson, he the owner that had. He the owner that. Here you go, Bench. He the owner that invited Sexy Red to the sidelines. So
Who?
he was gonna get
Who?
Woody Johnson. So if he was gonna
The
give
Jets
anybody
owner?
a shot, yeah. So if he was gonna give anybody a shot,
Damn, Al, that should come back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, he
Hold on,
ain't
I
got
gotta
it.
give my
I'm just
boy-
looking for-
Yo,
he
my
ain't
boy
got
ain't
it.
get no gunshots and solo. He just
He
came
ain't
back.
got it. I'm just saying, Captain ain't got it no more.
Pop, hit us with
Yo,
that.
Woody Alec, he down for the culture. So
Let him get-
anybody
Woody
can give
let
him a shot.
Sexy Red on the field, and he didn't let
Yeah.
Captain on the practice team, nigga.
That's wild.
So I'm trying to say, listen,
That's
if
the
anybody's
first
gonna give him a shot-
gunshots L got in 5 shows, bro. Come on, clap it up for that nigga. Good shit, L.
If anybody was gonna give a shot, it was gonna be Woody Johnson. He said, "Nah,
Oh,
thank you,
shit,
but no,
L,
thank
that was
you,
a
Cap."
good one, bro. Anybody with a game a shot was Woody, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
I
sure
didn't know
enough.
the Sexy Red shit. I didn't know the Sexy Red shit, bro.
Word. They did. If I
That
had
was funny. That was funny. All right.
She had to
All right.
golf in the jersey on. She had to stack
All
the
right.
money.
Pop, what you got to say about Pop? You know Pop laughing. See?
wow.
Yo, L sat there and had one in the clip. Yo, this nigga. All right, we
Y'all
moving
know what
on.
this-
I'm just saying.
Y'all
No,
know
you're
what
saying.
right. You're right.
Y'all know what the season's changing in the fall weather come preseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Preseason basketball. Celtics versus Philly last night. What y'all think? What's going on with that?
That was a good game.
It was a great
Uh.
game, but I'm gonna tell you what made Jay Holiday didn't start. I was a little.
Want
I
him to
was a
start?
little
I knew they wasn't gonna start him
Why?
because
Make
it's
the
like
team stronger. Mm-hmm.
yeah, letting those guys get their reps in,
Mm-hmm.
and because they need more work than Holiday.
Yeah, but
So-
he gotta mesh with the team.
Yeah,
Like-
but
but then they'll be
he gonna
top
fit right
heavy,
in,
top
sis. You don't
heavy.
gotta worry.
Yeah.
He
I
like
mean,
sis, he gets the teammate award of the year type shit. Like players that get that type of awards for a reason. They're gonna give up the ball, they're gonna play defense. Holiday
He's
is
gonna
a
finish the
no-brainer for
games though.
Celtics,
He's gonna
man.
finish the game. He's not
Yeah,
gonna start, but
he's-
he's gonna finish the games.
I mean,
Oh, you
I
talking
get
about
it.
preseason, Al?
No, period.
You still-
If he don't start, if he don't
she-
start, it's only to make.
He's
It's
talking
only
about
to make their
preseason.
bench.
He's starting.
No,
bro.
I'm
It's
talking
only to
about
make they bench
preseason.
stronger.
I was just wondering why
Yeah,
he
he's
wouldn't
talking about
start, but I
preseason.
was like, Coach Missoula, maybe he may have some type of different plan for him or something like that. But when he didn't start,
Mhm.
it threw me off because I was thinking, throw him in there. Let's see how they work together. That's the mindset I was thinking. But when he actually got in there, him and Derek White together in that backcourt defensively was crazy. And basically what that did was it set Jaylen Brown up for some nice offensive plays.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a really good look
good.
for them. But the
Mhm.
star player from that game to me was Peyton Pritchard with 26 points. He really did his thing. He had a crazy step back.
Mhm.
That was really, really dope.
Well, my take on the
See.
game is I'm gonna piggyback off of Bage's take. Shout out Pritchard. He just got the bag. So how ironic he got the bag and he had a good game. But when I looked around the scores for the NBA, it was a lot of players like the Pritchards coming up in the NBA that was doing decent in the preseason. It's like we were saying how they letting these guys get acclimated or get their reps in, so the coaches also could see who they gonna play and who gonna earn these minutes. A lot of guys are still earning their minutes right now, so that's why you seeing starters get put to the side right now because like people like Holiday ain't worried about his minutes. But looking around the league, it's a lot of new faces. I mean, far as with this preseason, because they changed up their benches. There's a lot of new guys with talent, a lot of uber fast guys that's just quick. Some dude took off. I hate to bring this up, but it was on a kid from UConn that got drafted to Milwaukee. My man Jackson. Yo, dude dribbled all the way down the court, took one dribble after the foul line, and then went upstairs. And Jackson is the type of player that will sacrifice his body to protect the rim. I know he gonna play good with Giannis, but he got dunked on so hard, and it was a kid I never saw before. So that just told me like, yo, this NBA, where the NBA is headed, is in a great space. I think this season is gonna be so dope. That's what I got from these preseason games. As far as the Boston game, like I said, Pritchard had a good game. Beige basically summed it, but my take was that, you know, Boston is going to be a good team if the pieces that they trying to see what they got come together and mesh well with the starters. That's going to be a top contender in the East for sure. And that's my take on that game.
Yeah, I
What
just
you
wanted to see
got,
how
Al?
the
And
guy.
on basketball,
I just wanted to see how they was going to look together, you know, Porzingis. When I looked around the league too, though, hard,
Porzingis too,
one
yeah.
thing that stood out to me was a lot of players that usually don't play in the preseason are playing. So that
That's what I'm
stood out to
saying.
me too. Yeah, so that stood out to
Players
me too.
left. Players left or something, and
Mhm.
players are getting another something. Guy, I want to cut you, guy.
But
I'm
even
just-
even
I
when
know what
even
you're
when I
saying.
looked at LA and I saw that Kawhi played, he don't never play preseason, you know what I mean? But
Right.
due to the fact that you only got like 4 preseason games. So that plays a big part too of that's why, I mean, we was talking about backstage, we was talking about how, you know, I was saying that, you know, like teams that make the playoff kind of got like a little edge coming into the season because they just got finished playing with each other a few months ago, as opposed to new teams learning each other, learning new roles and this, that, and the third. So a lot of these teams like the Knicks, the Heat, the Bucks, not the Bucks. They got too much of an overhaul. But the Celtics, you know, they just added piece there. They should be all right because they core is still there intact. LA, Denver, you know, these teams should come out. They should come out running. They should come out hot and ready to go. What's up, Cully? Salute, Cully in the building.
Little Cully, good to see you, bro.
Yeah, so I see that
You
when I
already
look
know.
around the preseason. I see that. I see a lot of guys that usually don't play in the preseason playing due to the fact they only got 4 games. But also, like if I'm a Kawhi, I'm coming off an injury. Let me get a little work in. You know what I mean? A little 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, get a little work in. So I wanted to see how Obi did. You know what I mean? I peeked in on the Indiana game. You know,
Obi gonna play great over there. I know that. You got a player like Halliburton at the point. Obi gonna be catching mad oops, bro. That Indiana team is gonna be good this year.
The one thing
Ain't
that
nobody
stood out
talking
with
about
Obi,
them
though,
neither.
No. But the one thing that stood out with me about Obi is when I just seen like cats is going around. I'm like, damn, Obi. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to play some defense sooner or later, bro. Especially if you gonna get the minutes gonna go up. You gotta play some D. If the minutes gonna be there and they're gonna give you significant minutes over there, that's what you wanted to go to that team for. You're gonna have to, especially in the Frank Vogel system. Frank Vogel's defense, you know what I mean? he like a mini Tibbs. He'll pull your ass hard. So I don't want to see that from Obi. I want to see Obi tighten up your defense out there. You know, what else?
See, Obi got to stop basket hanging. He gotta get once you get out of habits
too hard
and you do other things. See, players is locked in with what they could do, but they gotta learn how to add more stuff to their game. Like Obi gotta learn how to focus on rebounding, defense. You know, adding little aspects to his game to make his game more complete. You keep breaking and I mean, you added a 3, cool. So I feel like if Obi get a real good 3-point shot and you got to close the space on him, he should be unguardable because he could take off, you know what I mean, easy. But he still got to play D, like you said. So it's not just like you just could score the ball and you get cooked. You giving points away. So your points is just, I mean, it's voided. Like you getting cooked. Like you trading baskets, bro. So Obi, you do got to play some D.
I don't think he started either. I think he came off the bench. So that's another thing. I'm not 100% sure if he
might not start. There's a lot of talent over there.
I don't think so. I'm like, yo,
you don't gotta start though.
Yeah, but I'm saying the whole reason why he wanted to go to a different team, he wanted to go to a different team is to get minutes to play, right? So, you know,
Indiana plays better. Indiana plays better team ball than we do, bro.
They do. But they got different. Their team is constructed differently.
That's all he needs. Obi plays team ball. He fits better with them than the Knicks. They shitted on Obi. He didn't get better because of that bullshit. Like I was talking about earlier to you backstage. You trying to obtain goals that's unobtainable, and then you got Tibbs scolding these dudes like they've been in this position before. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. And then he believing in players that never took no team nowhere, giving them all these ISOs. Make it make sense, bro. That's all I'm saying. The roster
him
don't
grow.
fit. The roster
him
don't
grow.
fit where
Let him
they
grow.
trying to go. Yeah, let them grow. You know how they would have let them grow with a young coach that's not trying to obtain all this stuff. Tibbs coaching for his job, bro. It's a difference. Now you gotta win. That's what you chasing. And now the excuse is, oh, they ain't give me who I want on my roster. They're not giving me who I want on my
coaching
roster.
for his job anymore. I don't think he coaching for his job anymore.
Yeah, he is, bro. Yes, he is.
Nah. I think when you get to be that age, what like, you at the end. So I don't think you coach.
Yo, bro, if you come from, that's my last take on that.
He love it.
No, I'm not talking about he don't love it. Of course he love it. What I'm talking about is this: when you come from in the middle of the season, wherever that was, when he shut Rose down and Fournier, his job was on the line when he did all that. You know what them people was telling him? Man, you better let us know who. We don't know who is who. And he just sat Rose, sat Fournier, and started playing them other dudes because it was looking like we was about to go down. So it's like if we would have really went down, they would have really wanted to know who they gonna keep and who they not. Being that those guys that came in started playing together and it looked it all right, that changed the narrative. But don't think that narrative won't come right back on his ass.
Right.
Trust me. You got knocked out in one game. You didn't do. You won the first round, but you lost to Miami when we should have beat Miami. It wasn't about the roster. It was coaching. We got beat, we got out-coached, and we got outplayed. That's your strategy as a coach. You got to eat that. Because if we know all these players standing right here is better than all them players standing over there, we blaming the coaches. And you see Tibbs standing all the way over there, he don't listen to none of the other coaches on the bench. Think about all the stuff he do, bro. You know what I mean? So that's my last take on them. But we're going to get to see. We'll see what happens tonight. I'm waiting for the real season to start, so I give real assessments.
I mean, I got it on. I'm watching it.
All
How they look?
I got it on.
Celtics versus the Knicks right now.
How they look?
I mean, it's hard to tell how they look. I'm just being honest. It's hard to tell how we look against their team. None of their starters, none of their real team is playing, so it's hard to see how we look against them. I think we just trying to get our legs up under us. More or less. I mean, they got
cooking them. Right. Are we cooking them because they don't have nobody?
No, we're not cooking them. We was cooking them when the starters was out there, and then we went to the bench and
took them out. Okay, it don't really matter though. I ain't really getting caught up in that as far as what happens or not. I don't know where this preseason is.
I think RJ 8 for 8 from the free throw line too. So it looked like he has been working on the free throws.
RJ cooked USA. Ain't nobody was talking about that. RJ cooked USA.
He talked about
USA didn't even get a bronze. What they got? Come on, son. And we didn't talk about that. USA got cooked.
They got thank you for coming. Thank you for participating.
Now you got LeBron, Curry, and all them dudes saying they going to play now. See? It's the bullshit, man.
Yeah, but they should have jumped on it. I don't like that either though. Because they didn't want to be part of that. And them guys that did play, them guys should get another chance. Now they've been in it. They deserve that chance. All them guys that didn't want to be part of it should stay their asses right in the sideline because you didn't jump on it. Now you jump on it now because you think that you're going to do better. Now you should have came out there with that. You should have wanted to play from the giddy up.
I didn't know you.
But they didn't want that. So let that same team go back and try it again. Styrofoam.
Shout out to my guy Fly Guard, C Mac. What's good, bro? Hope we meet at a game again this year, bro. Again, man. You know what I mean? Some of us be meeting at games, man. We got to meet at some games, y'all. Shout out to the chat, everybody in there. Papa Star, DSJ, Cully, Fly Guard. Who else was in here? Pop Cash, yeah. So only a few, people watching the games. They'll probably come back and rewatch. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share the show for the few people that's here.
Delano again for being the smartest one in the chat for making this comment.
DSJ. Yeah, DSJ is a very intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying, and he actually in your area. He's in VA, I think. Oh, right? I think he is in VA or Charlotte, one of the two.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out DSJ.
I don't think people expected different results. DSJ. I just think that compared to how the other teams,
L ain't gonna agree with that. L ain't gonna. I knew L was gonna defend.
Listen, I'm just looking at it from a whole. I'm looking at it from a whole standpoint. I look at things different. I look at life different. So I just look at it different. I'm just saying, like, you just don't know how the season is gonna play out until the season plays out.
I mean,
know.
remember
So
you
why
made
do
your
you? So why do
prediction,
you?
so
Yeah, you made your prediction already. So if you feel that way,
And what,
why do you
all I said
go?
was I didn't. All I said was he said expecting different results. So if I said they're going to be a 4th or 5th seed, I'm not expecting anything different. You know what I mean? That's expecting the same thing, right? So I don't think people is
Well, I
expecting
think he
anything
said it.
different. I think people want to wait and see what how this team look.
No.
This is a team that's going into their with some of the guys, they're going into their 3rd and 4th year together. But you got this core team that did some work last year back again. And we can't don't act like all of a sudden now we forgot that they did work. They put in that work last year and they beat some teams.
Nah.
So and they didn't. They ain't sit. And
We
they didn't
gotta
sit down.
the
when
way
they came.
Nick
They
fans
didn't
don't
sit
look
down
at
in
it
the
like
playoffs either. They didn't sit down in the playoffs. So let's just call a spade a spade. So I don't.
the Cavs sat
I
down.
don't-
The Cavs sat down. I was in the playoffs to see the Cavs. We beat the Cavs. The Cavs
That's the
sat
Cavs,
down.
but this team, the Knicks
No, I'm
team,
not.
they didn't.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Look, the Knicks. Well, you was finished your take. I didn't want to cut you. I thought you was done. The Knicks. The Knicks, though. If you go back, I think we need to start playing old shows. Miami, the Knicks gonna kill Miami. That's what I'm saying. It's always he's right. We expect different results. That's why he's right. It's no way you're gonna get different results. And this is what I've been saying just saying it different. It's no way you're gonna get different results if you're not doing nothing different. Why he's not doing nothing different? Because he didn't add any players that could make a difference. The one thing I give him credit for is adding players that have intangibles and that are like glue guys. Josh Hart and Didi are like glue guys. Cool. I ain't got a problem with that. But I'm talking about Knicks fans expect it to get better every year. In order for that to happen, right? We have to add something that's going to really make us better. Because look, this is what happens. You see what happened to us that year when people was talking all crazy? The next year after that, we didn't even make the playoffs. You know that, right? Yeah, now you confused. See, I hear crickets. The year people was talking all crazy.
I'm letting you finish your take. I'm letting you finish your take.
But I just want to see that you could chime in with me on my take like I do on you all the time. You ain't cutting me. I'm just saying it's
a different team. What you want me to say? It's a different team.
No, I'm giving you example on what happens because my example has a point. My point to the example now is that I told you they know what we do now from last year. The year before we didn't make the playoffs, bro. The year before that, we went on that run when we made some noise. And after that, that's what happened. So what I'm saying is now they know what we do. Like DSJ said, if we don't change anything, the NBA know what we're going to do. 1,000 ISOs for Randall and 1,200 for Brunson.
Stop it. Stop it. That's what I say.
The Heat stopped it. The Heat stopped it.
I mean, listen,
they came from the playing.
A lot of
First of all, don't matter about what we did. Last point I'm gonna say, it didn't matter what we did in the regular season because the Heat was in the playing game, just like the Lakers, and they wound up going all the way to where they went. So that really don't matter. The players who gonna do good in the playoffs, last point, the players who gonna do good in the playoffs is players who are used to doing good in the playoffs. Already. The Knicks aren't. The Knicks aren't. Until they established back-to-back playoff runs and advancing every year from you didn't make it to the second round or past the second round, this year you got to pass the second round.
Supposed to advance. Absolutely. That's what you want. You want to
advance.
You want to get better every year.
Not making the playoffs.
If you got these young guys,
I just gave you the breakdown. It didn't happen. We made the playoffs, then we didn't make the playoffs. Now we back in the playoffs.
This team, but I'm saying with this team, with Brunson at the helm, with Brunson, we finally got a point guard. We finally got the point guard that we
forget the year before that. I'm giving you I'm not just gonna put this on Brunson. No. You can't just put this on Brunson. Brunson is there now. Cool. I'm giving you the whole team that's been there, the coaching staff, everything. Nothing changed, bro. All he added was Brunson. All that money, all them picks.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And you still sitting on the picks. That's why you just said
that's the main thing you needed.
A point guard.
Not a perennial all-star. No, bro. We need players that fit the description of what they're trying to obtain.
The book is not finished yet, though. Hard. We still got something. It's like we in the best position we have ever been in.
I told you, bro. That's like somebody with the money keep window shopping, but you got the money for the car.
I hope not. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case.
You keep saying the same thing every time something happened every year, and I text you. Hold on. I gotta say this. Every time something happens, and I text you and I say, "L, why not the Knicks do anything?" Every time, not just once. That's not rare, bro. We talking years.
I would at least thought they would have got Holiday. I ain't gonna front. That was easy. That was like easy.
No,
money.
It's more than that, bro. You just don't want to get the information up, bro. You defending them. You like they lead attorney.
I was one of the Knicks fans, right? That said, no, I don't want to give up that for Donovan Mitchell. It was me that said that. I said that.
I ain't worried about that.
I feel like teams be trying to take everything that we got, and you just got to be smart about it. I just feel like the chapter and the story is not finished yet. I just feel like we got the assets and we got the picks to go out there and make a move.
Let me ask you a question. We don't care about Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to say this real. We don't care about the Donovan Mitchell thing. We see how that played out. We came out good, right? I'm not really asking about that. I'm saying that why isn't there more tries? Why isn't there more grabs? Why isn't there more? I'm not that confident with this roster. Are you shitting me? The way they treat this roster, the way they did Obi, now he's gone. They're gonna do the same. They ain't even paid quickly yet. What do they do, bro? Make this shit make some sense,
listen,
bro.
This
roster is what?
Like some things.
The best chance this roster had was last year to come out of the East. This year,
let me ask you this, right?
The whole East is a beast now. It's different.
Let me ask
last
you this.
year was the. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I'm saying I'm asking you this. So with IQ, right? How do you value him? I'm asking you this. Now we're gonna put our GM hats on, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me how do you value IQ? So then you can see why if they should have signed him now, or should they wait till the end of the season?
I just told you backstage. I just told you backstage, and everything has something to do with it. You can't just say we only gonna talk about when Brunson came. That's not fair. So the point I'm making is, they saying, you asking me how do you value IQ, and I told you backstage they put Burks at the with my GM hat. They put Burks at the point. If I was a GM, that would have never happened. You want Quickly. Quickly is still got better through adversity. I'm gonna use the same.
No, how much you gonna pay him? Not that. I'm talking about how much you gonna.
Let me finish. Him. I'm gonna tell you. You would have been able to decide this man's worth if you wouldn't have put him through this situation. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. The Knicks do these things and think they get but just like they paid these guys early. These guys could have got way more money. They think they slick. So to point back to Quickly, he had to deal with that adversity. As a player, they put a guy there who really hardly never played the point, Alec Burks, in front of you when nobody's there, and this is your perfect opportunity for you to play and get better. So with that being said, like I told you backstage, the same way Brunson had his had the green light and play freely, Quickly would have had something similar because there was nobody there. He would have got better off of that, is what I'm trying to say. Being that y'all didn't let him play and you saying you want to keep him, I felt like they kept him as a bargaining chip or wanted to bring him off the bench so bad they didn't want to give him that shot because they had their mind made up on Brunson. That's my theory. But look how they still handling it. They brought Brunson in, gave these dudes the bag real quick. Still didn't pay this man. He should have been at the point instead of Burks. He would have earned his money by now. He still earned his money if you ask me. When he started, this is my last point on double down. When he started last season is when his game went up. So just imagine if you would have did and let him start last season instead of Burks, the season before that when they had Burks at the point. What Quickly would have been doing last year? That's what I'm saying. They're not developing properly. They wasting these players' years, chasing unobtainable goals, scolding players that don't know how to get you there. Tibbs yelling at these kids like they playoff experience or like they championship players. That shit don't make no sense.
So basically what y'all telling me is the Knicks going to be in 7th place. All right,
no,
Word.
I ain't say that. Not her. I give them 5th or 6th.
All right, well, I'm going to say
I ain't trying to play them. They still going to be good because Brunson good, Randall got better, RJ got better. Last point, they have to pass the ball, They have to pass the ball to each other and combine their powers. That's it.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying they're all professionals and they still got to pass the ball. That's a problem. All right.
Look, let me say this real quick too, Paige. real quick.
Coach.
If
the coach's strategy, that's what I'm saying.
Well, the
baby.
reason why I asked that hard, so who do we compare him to, right? Who do we say how much he's supposed to get, right? Who's coming off the bench?
Ooh,
Who's doing what he
quickly?
did last year, right? Yes. How do you pay him? So what I look at is like he's a restricted free agent. So whatever the market, whatever the value is, and I don't know if that's a smart move or it's a cheat. But it's
I see niggas getting paid.
Listen,
Excuse my French. I see people getting paid. Pritchard just got
that. You
Pritchard
said
just
why
got
he didn't
paid.
get paid, right? You said
Don't
why he
put
didn't
my
get paid.
Celtics into this.
Well, I think they're trying to
Pritchard
put
just
the
got
value-
paid.
I think
You
they're trying
tell
to put
me.
the value
Look.
of him on.
Pritchard only been in the league for how many years? A few. If Pritchard just got paid, I'm just picking somebody out the hat. People get paid every week and every day in basketball. You can't tell me that if you like Quickly and watch him play and watch him get better, this kid don't deserve to get paid. The kids that you see already getting paid, bro. I can't tell you that. It would have to go exactly by the market right now. I don't want to yell out a number.
They said that they feel
That's
the
their
same way.
job. They know what he's worth. That's an excuse. That's why I say you working with them because of the fact that you trying to ask me what this man worth. Come on, bro.
No, they say don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm just telling you what it is.
Is you for the players or is you for the fucking office? Because the office is full of shit.
Listen,
and the coach. The players are okay. If they had a good coach to make them play together, we would have a better Knicks team. So I'm blaming the coach and the office. You have a decent roster. I said that already. We were supposed to be able to beat the Heat. With a better coach, we beat the Heat. Even if Spoelstra would have been better still, a little bit of a better coach, a coach that would have better prepared his roster for that position. That would mean earlier on, having guys more ready. That's what teams do. That's what I've been saying. They tap on the shoulder of a guy that they already know what he's going to go out there and do. Tibbs is relying on the same guys. So what that does is when they get in the playoffs, the other teams already know what they're going to do. And guess why we lost? Why else did we lose? If that's not the case, we would have won. We had the better roster.
I thought Cleveland had the better roster than we did.
Who? We never felt that way. We said we could beat Cleveland. You know that. You said we could beat Miami too.
You did too.
No, I didn't. I said we got a better roster than them. We should be. I already knew Tibbs was going to get out coached by Spoelstra. Jimmy Butler coached one ankle.
He definitely got out coached.
We got 20 minutes. We got 15 minutes. We could go on to hip hop now. Knicks ain't going to have
definitely going to hip hop.
Yeah, I'm
I
proud
feel
of
like
the Knicks.
I see the Knicks goggles on right now, and I'm just
I got him a pair. I'm about to mail him his shit. He got a fresh, nice
don't
orange.
hate the player, hate the game, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
My goodness.
I just tell it the way it is.
Hey, Al, what size
That's not the way it is.
What size you wearing them
I
goggles?
just tell it the
Al?
way it is.
I mean,
I
see
say some people
Look,
say
look.
what
See?
things are supposed
And
to.
DSJ saying it. Look,
He talking about Tibbs. I ain't saying I'm not disagreeing with you on Tibbs.
I'm not saying you disagreeing, period. That was my main point, that a coach would have had these guys playing better together, not a coach going to think, Randall can still give me, he's an all-star. And get the man, make that.
He's an all-star.
Make him pass the ball.
Randall, I have to put some respect on his name myself. Yeah, he gets on my nerves.
First of all, I'm not respecting none of that. Hold on. No, ain't just about to get on my nerves. No. And
I will trade him. I'll trade him in a heartbeat.
He only been an all-star twice. He's not in the ballpark of all-stars. 5, 6, 7-year all-stars who've been in the league is 12 years is like him. That's no excuse.
You know what I look at that hard? Time and opportunity.
You're a late bloomer. That's like I tell dudes who just start getting cars. You're a late bloomer. Don't show it off, bro.
You can't look at people like that. Come on, bro. So what?
Don't show it off. You're late. Niggas been doing this since 18, 19, 20. Just like basketball. It's the same example. It's young basketball players, all-stars, Kobe, they was young, bro. Son is a late bloomer, bro. That's it. He can't get you there like that. He needs help. He would have to take a third seat. He would be a third option on a winning team.
He's an all-NBA player, hard.
Randall is a third option on a winning
he's an all-NBA
team.
player, though. He's an all-NBA player.
Okay, I'm not taking that from him. I don't have nothing against him.
We can't take it from him. That's what I'm saying. We can't take that from him. And then only few get selected to that. You know that.
What does that guarantee you anything?
Guarantee you the bag. That should guarantee you the bag. It guarantee you that bag.
Well, right.
No, it guaranteed that 200 bag.
Well, right now, this is
that
all
Max play
preseason
back.
talk. This is all preseason talk, and then preseason talk. Well, we all got opinions. So let's go ahead and talk about opinions. Let's get into hip hop, y'all.
All right. Moving right along.
Moving right along. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
We're gonna call Joe Button Joe Biden.
Joe Button and Drake. What's up? What's up with that? Oh man. Don't give me the Don't give me the Joe Button.
She said Joe Biden. Joe Button goes at Drake. We're gonna talk about that before we get out of here. We got 10
why
minutes.
is he going at Drake like that?
What he said, Drake album is what? See, this is what we talking about it for.
He said Drake album is childish. It's for the children. It is for what society wants right now. And he thinks that Drake is 36 years old, turning 37 coming up. And he thinks that he needs to be, his album needs to be directed towards his audience, his age group.
Mm-hmm.
So what's y'all take on that?
Do you agree before you pass it? Do you agree with him or not?
So not really. Because what's going on now with the younger generation is where the money is. Honestly, everybody, Drake has never been that type of artist. He's never catered to an audience his age. He's always had newer artists.
He do feature
in any of his tracks. So why change up now? I don't think Joe Button is hating. I just think that he's doing his job. He's doing nothing more than his job, which is stating his opinion, which should be okay. Like Drake came at him like, bro, you are the poster child for frustration. He basically come at Joe Button's neck by saying like, you know, because of your rap history, it's a flop. You're frustrated with your career, so now you want to get on mine. And I don't think it's like that. It's a general opinion about his music, and it is what it is.
Now I agree with you. I think Drake got a little sensitive. And I heard somebody else say it's kind of like how Nicki Minaj do. Drake did the same thing, like just went off when somebody say something. And I think Joe just basically felt like you too big to be doing what the kids do, like you said. Like and I kind of know what he mean because I seen the picture when Drake had the barrettes in his hair and the thing. So I was like, I understand it, like what you explained, because what Drake does is he go and feature on their song to help them blow up, which people got to respect because those kids get a lot of money after Drake do that.
Right.
Cool. The reason why Drake do that is because he gets them on, but then he gets a younger fan base at the same time, because that rapper that he picked is not just a trash rapper. They have to be somebody that have somewhat of a fan base and is trending in hip hop, or he got to like them on some type of a level with music. So when he does it, he's not only doing it for a favor, he's doing it that give himself leverage in the game as well. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it comes a time where you can't do that anymore. And that's what I think this is all about. It come a time where Drake can't do that anymore, because the older you get, the more you can't dumb yourself down to entertain kids.
But the question is that time now? Is that time?
No,
now?
I'm not sure. We would have to judge the album more and then give an honest opinion off the work, because we could tell off the work, because the kids may like something that we don't like, then that's how we can tell. Now, just because we don't like it, that don't mean it's trash, because guess what? Drake put out different type of albums for different ages and different people. So if he drop an album like this, he just dropping it for the young kids or whatever is his marketing strategy, because he has a marketing strategy. You better fucking believe it. Joe Button is just so authentic with it and feel like Drake is so big that he don't have to do that. But who are you to tell another person what to do if your music career did not succeed? Am I in Drake's position? If I'm in Drake's shoes, rather, I have a right to say that. Why? We talking about the same business that we both did. If your career would have popped, you wouldn't be on a podcast.
Right.
Drake will never do a podcast. So that's why Drake could say that. At the same time, does it make it fair or does it make it right? I mean, it doesn't make it right because it's a thing called class. And once you as big as Drake, you should be showing all class. You should not care if Joe Buttons give his opinion on you because all you're going to get is saying like, you know, you sensitive. And that hurts more than probably Buttons' opinion.
Right.
Oh, you can't even take that, bro. He ain't hardly say nothing. And mature people gonna feel that way. You got to remember, most of the people, his fans is older. And that's part of my last point on it. Every rapper's fan base grows up and they have kids and they grow up. So they don't listen to the same stuff that they would listen to when Drake made those albums back then or what he subject matter or matter back then. It changes. People grow up. So it's genius of Drake. Of Drake.
Oh, whoa, of who?
Me to give my
Word.
give myself. Oh, you just want me to give myself one
I
back.
have to, cause like,
All right. But that wasn't as funny as Biden, though.
Biden.
Biden.
Shout out to my son in the building, LJ.
hey,
in the
yo,
building.
hell.
I might go make a short and advertise that motherfucker.
Yo, but I didn't
Biden.
need you to tip that in, L. It was already a dunk. I didn't need you
He
to
was
tip
ready.
that.
He was ready. Yeah.
That was goaltending on your part, my boy. What the
L with me. He like, nah, listen, you gonna get me, sis. I gotta get you.
yo word?
I mean,
What?
Biden was original, one of a kind. So
That was
That
one.
was one of
Okay.
yeah.
Word.
I
Okay,
call
I'ma take
Joe
that.
Biden Joe
Didn't
Biden.
expect
Joe
that one.
Biden ass.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
Yo,
hit.
you're
I'ma
Joe
take that
Biden
hit.
ass. Cause they had Joe sitting with the what's that shit called? The fedora case and all that. He had the fedora. He looking like a Joe Biden ass dude. What's your take on it, Al?
My only
On the,
thing on that is, you know, number one, you know, Joe Biden's he entitled to his opinion. That's number one. You know,
Mhm.
and as a rap fan, when you listen to rap like as our age, right? You want to hear people evolve. So I think that's where Joe Buttons is coming from that standpoint. You know, I always bring up Eric B. I mean, not Eric B. I always bring up Rakim, and I
Nas,
always
right?
wonder why. I always wonder why Rakim, you know, why he wasn't big in the because he's big, but he's big in like hip hop. You know what I mean? And I know Rakim probably cool with that. You know what I mean? But I think that he didn't evolve was probably the problem why he couldn't be, you know, global. You know, why everybody couldn't know we couldn't have got more albums from him. You understand what I'm saying? So when we hear somebody like Nas and he out now and he's rap with the young guys, but he also, you know, he's also talking to us as grown men. And I think that's where Joe Buttons is coming from. You know, I just think that's where
Dropping those jewels, like knowledge,
yeah,
dropping
I just
jewels.
think that's where he's coming from. I don't think it's more or less of a diss, but if you take heed and listen to the lesson that's being taught, then it might be something good, positive could come out of it. He just saying as a grown man, I might not want to listen to that music anymore because you know it sounds the same to him. So that's just my little thing. Maybe that's where he's coming from on that because that's the only reason why I could see him saying something like that. You know, being 37 and you know. The rap should change. You know, you listen to how Jay rap, his rap changed over the years.
That's what I wanted to say to you. Rakim would be huge a few years after. Nas is a good example. The internet basically played a major part in that. Yeah. And I think because of Rakim's error, that's why I use Nas as an example. Coming up a few 5-6 years after, played a major part in it because Nas is still relevant to this day. And another thing you could do, watch that special, the one on is it BET or Showtime, where they show about Biz Markie.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yo, Rakim was writing for Biz, and Biz came to him and said, yo, I need you to, you know what I mean, write something to this. And Rakim was like, what you mean, for you to spit it? And he said, nah. And Biz went out and did it, and that record blew up. So he said next time when Biz came back and he asked him, he was like, yeah, Biz, let's do it. So Rakim was writing for mad people that songs that we loved and we didn't even know he wrote those songs.
Big Daddy Kane too. Big Daddy Kane was doing a lot
Daddy
of
Kane too. Yeah, him and Rakim.
Yeah. It was big.
Was that Big Daddy Kane? Hold on, did I say it wrong? In that show, it was
it was Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane, my bad, not Rakim. Excuse me, y'all. It was Big Daddy Kane who Biz was bringing to the club when they first formed the unit, Biz was on before him, but Big Daddy Kane was in the back. But it's the same thing I said for Rakim. The point that I said for Rakim is valid. He was the man. He just came up before the net. He would have came up years later. He would still be one of the biggest. He's like where Jada and all the best rappers still listen to, because he said some stuff back in the days that we was so cold to us. We didn't understand really what really cold was being. You know what I mean? He was that cold, like, and Coogee Rap, another one. You know what I'm saying? Dex, what's good? Thanks for tapping in. Showing love to Beige. You already know. Hit the like button. Share. Let them know we live. We be back on Wednesday. Back on Wednesday.
Night.
We made an hour, y'all. Let me give us some claps for this hour. We came on late. We did a good job. We you know what I'm saying? We started late. Hold on, come on, don't smoke. And guess what? We all from Queens.
Oh my
so
God.
we can play this one time. We can play this one time because we all from Queens. Hold on. What we got here? Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all today. We know most people is watching the game. You know? Yo, Pop, what's good? DSJ, you already know. Travel Vibes, good to see you, bro. LJ Bank, go crazy. Salute to you, man. You new, make sure y'all subscribe so y'all know when we on. All right. Dope show, y'all, man. Y'all got anything else to say before we get up out of here, man? Dope show, man. Y'all watch some preseason for Wednesday. So Wednesday we could talk about some preseason, okay? And dope show, man. Yo, let's put the fists up one time before we get up out of here. Yo, Al, put the fists up one time, man. Yo, we out of here, man. Yo, everybody be safe, man. We see y'all Wednesday. You heard? Stay out the way.
Yeah, look about Saints. I need Barrett to score 5 more points. He ain't playing no more, I don't think. Sorry. It's preseason.
I have given it much thought. It seems
Gage, you about to change the intro. You gotta put some of your shit on
only
there.
Postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu to survive must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
RJ Barrett ahead. Here's Obi Toppin. Look out!
You look in the book of Chef. Y'all better tap in with Worldwide L. Top Chef and ATL. You heard?
Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.